We went around Bruce Peninsula District School to see who knows what Clubroot is.
Hey little boy, do you know what Clubroot is?
No, I don't.
Isn't it a disease?
No.
Isn't it a side effect of Ebola?
No.
The majority didn't, so it's time for a recap.
Clubroot began in the late -65 millions. In other words, it has been around for a very long time. The disease was believed to evolve in Western Europe, although the exact whereabouts of the origin are still unknown. The cycle of evolution began when humans started to plant brassicas. Brassicas are plants such as canola, cabbage, radish, turnips, and a whole lot more. Clubroot didn't really emerge as an important problem until the agricultural revolution 12,000 years ago. Over time, the disease developed to form what we experience today.
Now we know a little bit more where Clubroot came from, but what is Clubroot?
Clubroot is a plasmodium that attacks the roots of canola and other members of the Brassicaceae family. It begins by forming large club-like growths on the roots of infected plants. These clubs parasitize nutrients from the crop, killing the plant in the process. The spores are streamophilic and can remain dormant in the soil for over 20 years. Normally a problem only in gardeners' turnips, Clubroot has now started to assault one of the most important crops grown on the Bruce Peninsula, canola. For a lot of farmers, the damage is already done. They must now wait up to 20 years before cultivating canola again. There is no cure, only prevention will stem the flow. The most common way Clubroot spreads is while being transported on machinery. As the farm machinery moves down the field, it drags the soil with the dormant spores within. Clubroot can also be moved around through the wind and water, so wet years will typically have a worse infection than years that are dry.
Clubroot has made its way to the Bruce Peninsula on what is believed to be not properly sanitized machinery, or possibly even vegetables being shipped overseas to be sold. But how can we prevent it from spreading further?
Let's start looking at it on a global scale. Clubroot is all around the world. All strands of the disease follow the same general principles. The disease has a half-life of 1 year, with no external force which can remove it. The global step to prevention is to acknowledge where it is and to barricade the transport. Machinery and vegetables being exported out of any country should undergo examination for the dormant Clubroot spore.
Now what can be done at provincial level to prevent further contamination?
Transporting around the country on machinery is one of the largest ways Clubroot has been spreading. For example, a farmer owns 4 fields. One of his fields has Clubroot. He uses the same equipment in all 4. He drives 2 hours to get to one of his fields and brings the disease to that region of the province. The Government of Ontario has multiple awareness websites available to inform people of the disease.
And finally, the local issues.
The Bruce Peninsula has just been hit with Clubroot as a large canola killer within the last 5 years. Gardeners on the peninsula have possibly experienced the disease in their gardens before. The best thing we can do to prevent the disease is to sanitize equipment between use, rotate crops every few years allowing spore count to decrease, and avoid growing canola in fields that are confirmed to have an infection.
You've just watched the Problem with Clubroot video. For more information regarding how to find Clubroot in your field, refer to the Clubroot Epidemic Board.